What up, fellow Clashers? It's me, Gromich, here with another COC video. Guys, I haven't actually done on this account in a while. I was busy trying to do upgrades, but I decided I'm just going to start recording on a regular basis for you guys here. So, here we are on our Noob quest. On our next episode here, I'm very close to being fully upgraded here. What you missed out on was me upgrading a ridiculous amount of walls. I did so very fast, doing a couple raid techniques. And upgrading all my defenses. So the only thing that's left, it seems like, is my collectors, elixir collectors. Now, if you notice, my resources are really low. I want to prepare myself for the next upgrade. Now, we are currently at Town Hall level 5, as you can see here, over in our clan Smash base. Totally rocking it out here. But we're getting ready to go ahead and get this upgrade initiated. But I'm going to wait till everything's fully upgraded. So it's not in this episode. I don't think I'm going to have it. Maybe my next episode we will start the upgrading process or already be upgraded. That is the goal. I'm going to go ahead and clear out any of this junk stuff here. This is going to give me the precious little gems as I need them. I'm not going to spend any gems to get gems because that's ridiculous. But I am going to go ahead and fly through this here. So cleared all that up. All right. Gonna get myself a request for some hogs, or not hogs, loons. Alright, so we're back here. I got my clan castle full of some loons. I'm ready to do a couple raids. So this episode's going to just cover some raids. I'm going to try to fill this up here. So this is just the quest that we're going on. Again, there's going to be a lot of grinding actually done in these episodes, and the only reason why is because you do got to get that loot. But here's what you're going to do. We are Town Hall level 5, so I'm going to show you some Town Hall level 5 grades. Raids. So here we go. In my army account, as you see, I got 70 archers, 59 barbs, and 3 wall breakers. That allows me to push into somewhere. Currently, I do not have any spells, but if I am going to take it, it's going to be lightning, so I'm going to go ahead and key that up. I'm going to go ahead and speed through that one just for you. I hate to use gems, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways, just because I don't want to wait for it. I want to get us going. We got to get this going. This video needs to come out today. I got a scheduled upkeep, right? Alright, so, yeah, let's go ahead and dive right into it. Let's go ahead and search for some victim. So we're taking a look here, we're looking for loot. Look at this. This is horrible loot. We're looking for loot first. First thing I do is look for loot. So nope. Gotta keep going. You keep doing the search. You keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You keep looking for the right amount. Again, we're just trying to grab loot. So this is decent. Something I could jump on, but as you guys know, I've always done this. I'm greedy. Let's go. I need some like 100,000 or more on each. That's what I'm looking for. Again, I don't know how it is looking at this time. It is around 10 o'clock in the morning, so over in California, I'm on vacation. So I am away from everybody, but I am enjoying myself and still here dedicated to make some videos. So yeah, I'm looking here, taking a look, trying to get 100,000 each. If it doesn't look like it, then I might have to drop lower. But usually I can find what I want. And a lot of times when I'm doing barge raids, you can look for resources that are being in the pumps and not into the storages. Like as you can see here, this storage right there looks like it's pretty close to being empty. That means there's some in there. This has got 130 gold, which is actually pretty good. This is actually a pretty decent base with 78 dark. I might just go for this one. I'm checking the ADs and seeing where they're at. There's 3 ADs. That is actually pretty spooky. I don't think I'm going to be able to get in there. I might be able to grab all the loot on the outside if I plan it right and doing barge, but that's it. So you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So what I'm going to do is double finger, send in some both, doing the nice little barge attack, sending in some barbs and then sending some archers. Then I send some barbs and then I send some archers. Okay, and it's double finger technique, and I just literally aiming for the pumps, and that's all I am doing. And now that that's done, I'm going to attempt to try to get in here. I don't think I can, just because of the way I have it set up, but I'm going to give it a shot, maybe get lucky, see if I can do some kind of push in here. If I look here, the gold storages actually was full, so this probably wasn't actually a brilliant idea on my part, but you know what, this is what I got. I'm going to go for it and see if I can take out some of this here. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get far in here, but I did get the 50%, so at least then it's not a complete loss. I will at least get, it looks like 10 of these cups, and yeah, and all my defenses are going to go down. So I totally should have just checked a lot more closely to see how full those were, if I would realize that where there wasn't much. So this wasn't a complete loss. I did get some good value in it, but it's just not enough to be adequate for a good raid. I do better raids than that. So this is just a horrible, horrible, horrible raid. So what I do is I go on my quick train. I'm going to go ahead and train up some more troops up here. That's what I always do right after a raid. I already have another set ready to go. So then I just wait for the request time, and then I'm going to request. So there you have it. So I will be right back. Alright, let's go to our next raid here. Got us all filled up, ready to go, full of loons. Everybody's all set. And so all members are ready for the party. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and look for base. Now, I don't think the loot is really good right now, especially this time of day. Sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not. It all just depends on the day of the week, and also what's available. And I mean, this is probably the best we're going to find, but I don't want to go for that. I really want to find the whale for you. Like that. That's what I'm talking about. Now, the only problem is, and this one here, it does look like it's mostly in the pumps. This is a whole lot better. This is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you should be going for. So I'm going to use the 3-finger technique, dropping 3 fingers here. And I'm not sending them all. I'm just sending a huge wave after that one side, and I'm going to send a huge wave on this other side here with 3-finger technique again. And this is going to clear out my remaining. So now I'm hoping that this actually makes it in there pretty decently. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and send in the loons for the support. I'm going to go ahead and lightning that one. I don't think my loons are going to make it that far in. I'm just trying to get as much as I can, as quick as I can. Because this base is definitely overpowering for me, but this is going to allow my guys to push in deeper and hopefully get some really good loot here, as you can see. I still got a couple wall breakers. I don't think I have any place I can help out there. Maybe here. Just drop them right in, and they're going to slide right in there, and boom, blow open that little opening and make it kind of in there. Just you know, I got most of this loot. Not most of it, but I got a huge chunk of it. I don't think my archer is going to be able to survive here. I did get 61%, so I did get some of the cups. It's going to be about 9 cups. Yeah, it was my guess. But I did get a fair amount of loot. Again, this isn't the best time to be raiding. I usually go for like 200,000 in each category. 200,000 gold, 200,000 elixir, but just to show you how to do some raids. So it's just barching in and then powering through with the barches. As you saw there, I was actually going against a much larger town hall. That actually looked like a town hall level 7, and I am town hall level 5. So as you can see there, that was a huge, vast difference, and yet I was able to grab a huge chunk of that loot. So that is fantastic. So as always, once I'm done actually raiding, I do my quick train. I go ahead and up my troops. Now, I do have other types of troops for raiding. I could use the army level 2 here. That is a setup I have that I usually use that for war, actually. It allows me to clear up a base, but I usually take hogs with that one, max hogs, because the hogs are good at clearing those defenses extremely fast, especially max level hogs, but they also need to be supported, so they need a group of these giants to be able to go in and smash in to be able to do well, and then the wall breakers to help break through. Once those are down and they hit certain objectives, like taking out the AD, then I have my backup of my 5 loons there that come back in and support in other aspects, and then I got my archers that are used to take out the CC and also those junk bases and defenses on the outside. But that's just kind of the idea. But that same group will work, but if you look at the cost, you're looking at 32,000 to be able to go in and smash into, do a good job. Versus a barch army, which is only 16,000. So anytime that I have only 16 or 17,000 in your resources and to be able to go into an attack that I win, for example, the one I just did here, 16,000 and I made 102,000. I mean, I'm already making a huge amount of profit into that battle, plus all the gold. Gold is just a wash for me. I automatically get the gold. So it's good. You know, and if I really want to, I can keep pushing. What I've done, and I've got a couple videos going to be coming out here, and you guys should anticipate and wanting to see those, is I'm going to show you how on Town Hall 7, 8, 9, and 10, how I actually raid with those, and trophy push at the same time with some Lunian attacks or Lava Lunian attacks. Unfortunately, in order to do a proper Lunian attack, you are going to need something to clean up the bases on the backside. Again, we could do that with archers. and then you're going to need lots of loons, and then something to rush those loons through the base, because if they don't get to that core, they don't get to that center, then these 80s are going to tear them apart. These archer towers are too as well, and then any of the bomb mines, which if you have a cluster of loons, usually they tend to cluster up. Boom, gone. So I'm going to just go ahead and continue on with this push raid here, because the cost of loons is way too much. Again, Barch is the way to go, and keep on showing you more. Alright, so did a couple more attacks for you here. Unfortunately, it's off screen due to some technical difficulties with my app, but I got it fixed. I'm up and running. So let's go ahead and take a look here what I got going on for you. So here's a couple of attacks that you missed out on. And so right here, I'm looking at this base. When I'm scouting it, I notice there's like 202,000 resources. I'm going to go ahead and barch this AD on one side to hopefully take it out while everything else is distracted. That giant bomb just blows a whole bunch of my barbs away. But then I did go real heavy on this side to get rid of this one here. I sent in a couple wall breakers to blow up this wall segment right here. I even have a lightning spell. I'm going to drop it right in there as well, because it's to kind of soften up whatever's in there, so hopefully make it a whole lot easier. And then now I'm going to send my loons on the back end over here. Now the pathing of these loons is going to go across this way and wrap around, and I'm hoping to eliminate that Wiz Tower as soon as possible, because again, if any of my barges make it in, I don't want that to take them away, because that's the fastest way to they die, is these stupid Wiz Towers, man. These things are just evil when it comes to these guys. So they're making it in. Everything's doing fine. Health is going really low. I'm getting a little worried here, because look, here's that other Wiz Tower, and this thing's got like literally one more hit and it's gone Wiz Tower. I mean, it's like the health is so low it's not even funny. But boom, gone. Good. Everything's all in the clear now. Now this is going to be an easy cleanup. Nothing can take down my forces now, so it's just a matter of pure cleanup. So they fly through this base, tearing down the town hall, going through, taking up the last remaining of that loot. And this is actually an excellent raid, taking care of some really good valuable loot. And with some real quick planning by my part, I was able to 3-star this base and grab all that loot. Now, usually it's not the typical one I like to go for. I liked about 200,000 on each of the resources, gold and elixir. But, you know, at the time that I did this raid, it really wasn't much options out there. Let's go ahead and do one more to kind of show you. This is one I was hoping to do live, and it didn't work out. This is where I went a little too ambitious. So I attacked a base that's really higher. Everything's well protected, but I'm going to go and barch all the resources on the outside. If you look carefully, you notice that these 2 storages have a lot of elixir and gold in it. That's usually meaning that I have to go deep into this base in order to take it out. This base is a very well setup base. So I'm just sending in my loons right away, because I'm trying to let the barge do as much damage as it can, because I know it's going to be a failed attack. You know, seeing how far I can go in here. Those double ADs are really hammering on my loon, so I don't think I can get any more than that. So it's just, I was able to take out more than 50% of the base, which is good. So I still rack up a win, but I was hoping to get a lot more of this loot. This was like a huge whale. If I had my other army, I could have made it through this base no problem and got a 3-star. So that's what I mean. It's really depending on what kind of loot is available at the time. You decide which army to take. Right now, Barch was not the greatest option for this one. I mean, I could have done a little better and strategically tried to go on after the actual storages, but I didn't. It was just straight up Barch, because when you're raiding, you're not planning. It's just grab and go. You can just get in, hit it as hard as you can, and get the heck out. So that's exactly what I did there. So there you go. There you have it. That was some raids there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our war report here and see how we did. Now we lost in this last war, but I'm not showing you that. I'm showing you what this Town Hall 5 can do in war. So let's go ahead and look at my team here and scroll down and find myself. There it is, Unbox YouTube. Now we lost this war, by the way, not because of any of our account, because I had a lot of people in here that decided not to attack. And again, I usually don't have that many people not deciding to attack, so that affected us big time. Anyways, let's focus on the Town Hall 5. How do you war in Town Hall 5? Well, with a good war base, you can do defensively. But here we go. Here's an attack on a engineer base, and so I draw the CC out with whatever I can, whether it be a archer is the best. If I can squeeze it in there. I mean, I can check by clicking on to see where their outline is, and if you can see, there's pockets. So I was able to do it with an archer. I surround the the actual CC with archers, and then immediately after it's about to go down, then I send in all of my giants right in front of it, so that way they are well protected and the giants tank for all those archers. I send in some loons immediately over off to the side because there is no AD for defense, so I'm not too worried. And then I send in my hogs in here on the backside. Now these are max hogs, so they're going to be able to fly through this base no problem. This base is completely done. There's nothing I can do to stop me at this point, except for they're just random traps, but which you can maybe slow it up and maybe make it from a 3-star to a 2-star. But anyways, I fly through this base pretty quickly. Sometimes what I need to do is I'll use one giant to lure out the CC if it's well protected and they actually do have a bunch of defenses protecting it and preventing my archers from being able to get that zone that CC actually has. But in this case it was pretty easy, lots of gaps, so it made it real easy to pull them out. So there you have it, nice perfect 3-star. This is me going against somebody who's supposedly paired off evenly, but again, you never know what you're going to get paired off, especially if you go against somebody with a clan of engineer bases. Now let's go ahead and take a look at a second attack here. So here's my second war attack. This is more like it. This is actually attacking somebody that's a higher level than me and how I go about it. So again, I pull that CC out and I'm trying to decide where I want it. Now the decision of where I want that CC to go is decided to put my archer way over here and draw him over here because of this AD. That AD is what I want to take out, and also this Wiz Tower. Those are going to be the biggest destruction at this low level. So if I get rid of those, then I can actually send in my loons, and nothing much can stop my loons. And then also too is that my guys will survive a whole lot better because that Wiz Towers can take down my archers like nobody's business. So I pull off that CC off to the side there, and I know the thing about having loons in a CC is it can take time to lure them all the way through. Exactly what happens here. I end up losing a lot of time in this attack, but that's okay. I'm pretty efficient and pretty good at being able to figure out exactly how I can go about taking down base fast. So notice as soon as the CC was gone, I sent in a bunch of my giants right in there, and then I go ahead and wall break them in after everything's distracted. That way they can come right into where I need them to. I even send some hogs over there towards that Wiz Tower to take it out. Now notice I usually have hogs backed up with some heal spells, and they can actually do the most work because these are max hogs. I lightning one of the other defenses, and I send my loons on while it's distracted on the backside. So these loons are coming in uninterrupted. Boom, gone. The whole corner's gone. Everybody had an objective here to take out, and which leaves only one tower remaining. And then after that, it's just pure attacks. And notice that that bomb actually did hit my loons. Normally, if that was a fully leveled up actual bomb, that would have destroyed most of them. So you have to be careful for those things. And again, a good heal spell will help with that. Unfortunately, my low level is so low that there is no heal spell to be able to redeem them. So this is just now purely cleanup. This is a taking out a higher level town hall and doing it efficiently and well. And as you can see there, perfect little 3-star. So that's exactly what I do. This is the army composition I take. You can see it here. Archers and giants and wall breakers and a couple loons. So loons are still good, even though they're very low level and they do very little damage. They're still pretty decent because, again, if there's nothing to be able to attack them, nothing can stop them. And they can just fly through a base uninterrupted. So, and CC-wise, I always take the hogs because the hogs are just OP. Definitely OP, especially at this lower level. Nothing can actually harm them fast enough. So, there you have it. Do all your purchases through Amazon.com through our link. We actually do earn a small percentage, but it's not going to increase the amount that it costs you to purchase. It's the same old price no matter where you get it. Just the only difference is that we actually get a percentage which goes towards our production to come out with those awesome videos. So definitely subscribe, smash the like button, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think of this video. Guys, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate your support. As always, smash base!